just put it out there, but I've got plenty of love for the both of you, if you're ever into that sort of thing.
No. Wait for your guest. Oh yeah, we're getting the $4,000 wine.
Hello, good evening, and all that.
She said she would be a knockout, like...
Oh my god. Did you see the fountain on the way in here? It was bigger than my apartment. And the water looked cleaner too.
Ew. I know. I said Mio's my favorite, but how can you not appreciate this? Like, that is... lights of the decor. You make your way over to her and sneak up behind her. Softly rub the small of her back, pinch her bottom, press up against her and wrap your arms around her.
Oh, hello.
You're not Elle.
Excuse me?
Welcome back to the Irish Bandit channel, and welcome back to more Hush Hush. Okay, so we are done with all of the side characters, their dates. We are done with Eli, we are done with Alpha, and we are done with Bonnabelle. So now we are just sticking straight to the 5 main girls of the game. We still have 2 dates to go with each one of them. We have 10 days left in the month of July. We are coming down to the end of it, and it is going to get intense. On top of all that, there's a huge storm coming to Sub Rosa. So we got to get through all of this in the next 4 episodes. Like, let's just get right down into it. Now, if you haven't checked out the last playthrough of part 7 and you want to watch more than the previously on, go watch it over there. But let's just get right down to it. July 22nd, dawn. You dreamt of the 5 girls last night, each one holding you, each one telling you they love you. But everything felt strange, like you were watching them from a distance. Okay, let's see. What do I need to work on? I need to work on luck, really. Everything else looks good for all my other skills. So I've got 10 grand, so I'm not going to worry about money right now. So let's get that up. We're up to 29. And here we go. Morning of July 22nd. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot of texts to get to. Okay, let's talk to Elle first. So, I have an idea. But please tell me if you think it's a bad idea. Because, well, it sort of feels like a bad idea. But that's exactly why I want to do it. I would love you to come over to my house on this afternoon. And I would like to spend time with you. Alone. That's not a bad idea. Does that sound like fun on Monday the 22nd, which is today? I mean, you can bring friends along if you think it would be more fun to play board games or something. Well, I don't think I have anything else planned for today. These are just dragged like that. Okay, nope. Alright. We're going to ELLE'S. I'd love to spend time. I'd love to spend time with you alone. I'm not sure we should. No. We're doing it. Oh, good. I'm going to be honest. My heart is racing while typing this out to you. But again, I think it's because, well, it's not allowed. Says who. And I want to break the rules. At least this one time. So drop by, and remember, if no one answers the door, I may have just fallen asleep. Don't give up. Pretty please? Oh, how can I say no to that? See you on Monday the 22nd, which is today. Hero! So, hey, here's the part where I invite you out on a date. Like, we might smooch and junk. You never know. I'm free tonight, if you are. Honestly, the rest of the week is looking dicey for me. So I want to go somewhere fancy for a little while before we skip to the good part, back to my place. Maybe we skip to the good part. Okay, I do have that date with, oh, that's in the afternoon. Hell yeah, let's do it. Tonight it is, at that fancy place on 3rd. Can't hit me up if another day opens up. No, we got We got it. Awesome. Sounds, well, expensive. Like $4,000 for a bottle of champagne. But if you treat me, I'll be sure to treat you later on. Ho ho. Hint the trees you get to see me in a fancy dress. Haha. See you tonight. Hey, sweet cheeks. How's the week treating ya? Listen, I'd like to talk more about what happened last time, and maybe clue you in on why I've been such a disaster. Are you free for dinner on the 23rd? Where do you want to meet? Yeah, free on the 23rd. How about I take you to the winery? Give the fancy date a try. Give the fancy date thing a try. Are you serious? You gonna take me up that hill? No fooling? Take me up the hill, sir. Gosh, I gotta get dressed. I've gotta do my hair. This is gonna be so great. I'm gonna clean up and impress you. You'll see. Eee, yes, winery. I think she's happy about that. But it's not even until tomorrow. No, I didn't want to make a schedule. Messages. And Bonbell. Darling, there's something I need you to understand. I've never been kissed the way you did. It was like fireworks and cake rolled together. Ooh, I like both of them. The time we spent together was magic. I want to thank you for being so generous, intelligent, talented, and wonderful. I've got family coming in to visit soon, so the rest of my July is a bit packed. But if I get any time free, I'll let you know. Gosh, I'm blushing like an idiot typing all this. Thanks again. I loved every second of that. Oh. You're amazing. Ah, you're amazing, Bonabelle. Okay, I'm going. Just keep typing. Bye, sugar baby. I almost said that like her, too. Okay. So we got 3 dates lined up for this episode. Alright, now we can either go downtown or we can go home. Because nothing's happening until Elle's date. Let's see what Quill's up to. As you're driving through town, you get an unshakable sense that you should check in on Quill. You pull into the driveway and can see over the fence into the backyard that someone has dug a massive hole in the lawn, into the lawn. You rush over, suddenly imagining someone forcing Quill to dig her own grave, or worse, Quill forcing someone. I think that's a bit of a stretch there. Someone making Quill dig her own grave, I can kind of see, but no, Quill's too sweet for something like that. You open the back gate and run through, only to come face to face with Quill holding some sort of box.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Do you mind carrying this inside? It's mine.
What is it? Quick question. This isn't a shallow grave of some kind, is it? What on earth did you find this thing?
It's a box, silly, and not a potato at all.
Well, no kidding.
Hurry! I don't like the rain, and neither does the box.
You help Quill carry the box inside. She even wipes her paws on the welcome mat before sitting down on a chair in the living room. She eyes the box suspiciously. Reverently, she seems quite taken with it.
I know what you're thinking. This box doesn't have Quill's name on it. How can it be hers? Very rude of you to think that, but I like you a lot, so it's okay. But I would like you to note that my name could be written on the inside. Let's assume it's true. In which case, it's only one of the very interesting things inside this box. So we need to get in there, so we can convince that stuff to come out here, where we are. Are you following?
I think so. I'm confused. Did you know this box was back there? Yeah, I'm following. You're not moving fast, it's easy. This is actually the most sense you've ever made.
Good point. I go really slow when I sit down. I guess you could say it stops me in my tracks. I'm pretty sure I know where the key is. But it's in the hardest place a key could ever possibly be to find it. If you can help me guess where it is, and help me open the box, I'll share what's inside with you. Okay, do it. Use your brain. You get one guess.
Is the key somewhere that's lots of water? Is the key tied to like a dog or something? The key is inside the box, isn't it?
Yes! Oh, good job! You're a smart kitty. So now that we know where the key is, do you think we can open it?
I don't have... Oh no! Oh, if I had enough buff, I'd get a lot of money out of that. Let's just bash the thing open. You pick up a poker used for the fireplace and proceed to beat the ever-loving tar out of the box. This terribly frightened Squill, who runs off instantly with a scream and a hiss. Sorry, Quill. She's out of the room before you finally smash the box open. Inside is a bunch of coins and bills, totaling around $1,000. Score! Well, you can get more if you can, like, force it open. And not beat it open, but... Quill doesn't come back for her share, so you take it and toss the box outside unceremoniously. Oh. Then you leave and carry on with your day. Well, that's kind of harsh to Quill, honestly. Alright, let's go to Elle's house. I need a drink. Iced coffee. Driving to Elle's house, there are a suspicious number of birds watching you. Watching you? What? They might... Oh, God, my tongue. They might not be watching you, but on the other hand, they might be. Birds are tricky. For a brief moment, you consider what the long-term effects of being exposed to a kitty girl in your house might be. But you do your best to push those concerns down. Sure enough, as you're pulling into Elle's driveway, you can see her by the front sidewalk, talking to birds. Oh, I love this part. You see her with her hands raised, speaking happily to a tree in her front yard. With several birds looking down at her. You then briefly consider if she's talking to the tree. Shaking the thought from your head, you climb out of your car and slowly approach Elle, a little perplexed by the coincidence. She gives you a big smile as you approach, but puts a finger to her mouth, indicating to stay quiet.
Hello. Sorry, I'll be with you in just a moment. I think I finally made progress with Sweet Pea.
Elle turns back to the birds and whistles softly. When she speaks, her voice is even softer and more airy than usual.
That's right. It's an extra special day today. I brought company to watch you. I think, given all the circumstances, you should definitely give flying a try today. That big blue sky could use a few more feathers, and yours are just lovely. Won't you give it a try?
One of the birds rustles its feathers. It wobbles its head back and forth in what you can only describe as a serious, committed headbang. Then the bird takes off from the branch. You watch in amazement as the bird flies down to the fence post nearest Elle, landing for just a moment before flapping back into the air to flutter just in front of Elle. Pure amazement and joy light on Elle's face.
Yes! You did it! You did it!
There's a moment where you almost expect the bird to land on Elle's hand, perhaps to break into song, like a Disney princess, before it flutters a little further away and flies back up to the tree. Then it settles back down and resumes its bird-like nonchalantness. Elle jumps for joy, clapping her hands together.
Oh, did you see? Sweet Pea did it!
I love that she named it Sweet Pea.
Oh, I'm so proud. I've been coming out here every day and encouraging him. I have all these little bird feeders out, see? But I never see him using them. I was worried he was a late bloomer and too afraid to fly. But he gave it his all, and look what happened. Yay!
Love this little lady.
I especially love all the little birds in that tree in particular, because my grandmother planted it when she was young. We call it our family tree. Oh my word! I got so caught up in the moment, I haven't haven't offered you a beverage or to take your coat or anything. Oh, would you care to come inside?
Good afternoon, Elle. You're looking shiny and happy today. Well, I mean, if I was stuck in a tree, you came to encourage me, I'd jump too. I would love some water, thanks.
Don't be silly. You shouldn't jump off trees. You're not a bird. But if you were a bird, I would be happy to feed you sunflower seeds and encourage your flying. I bet you'd be a wonderful bird.
Elle hooks her arm in yours and hugs your elbow as you walk together. She looks up at the birds and sighs.
I'm sure a lot of people look up at birds and desire very much to be one. To be free to fly wherever you want.
She's definitely saying something there.
But every time I think about it, I get a little nervous, to be honest. Imagine a poor bird with narcolepsy.
Coo, coo. Oh, I'm terrible.
Sometimes I fall asleep on my walks. Can you imagine a poor bird falling asleep while flying? So, I'm content to give them seeds and let them do the flying for me. At least for now.
You'd be a great bird. We just have to rig up a parachute or something. Well, I don't know about you, but that little bird looked like he thought you were special. He thought you were pretty darn special. I don't have a swab for that one. No, I'm like 3 points away. I think birds better stop bragging about their flying powers. Also stop pooping on my car.
Well, I have done a little imagining in that direction before. But given I hadn't seen any birds wearing them, I imagined it was a bit too fanciful. But I guess as long as it's my fancy, I can imagine whatever I please.
Can't fault that logic. As you reach the front door to Elle's house, she pauses, stopping in her tracks and staring at the door quietly. For a moment, you wonder if she's having a spell and falling asleep. But a deep sigh signals she's just considering something. Something wrong, Elle? Doors. I mean, what the heck, right? Elle looks over to you. Her eyes have a deep, thoughtful look.
No, not exactly. I've never had someone over before. By yourselves, I mean. Just family, servants, service people. I've never been alone in my house with someone before. I feel a little overwhelmed.
Do you want to sit outside instead? You're the boss here, Elle. It's your choice what happens next. I mean, being alone with you has been a major goal of mine for a while. Elle's eyes widen in surprise, and she turns her face away slightly and blushes.
Mine too.
Hey, my swab went up.
Let's go inside.
Walking inside, the overwhelming pigness of the room strikes you right away. Look at that piece right there. That was, I believe, that was drawn by Melody Muse, the same voice actress who voices Elle. So, awesome job. Those are the two characters she voices in Crush Crush. Elle, of course, and Beverly, the human form of Beverly, because the Bearver, it's weird, but it's also fun at the same time. There are pink curtains and pink furniture. There are strawberry throw pillows and magenta curtains. The unmistakable smell of cookies and tea fills the room, and your eye catches a negligee in the corner, likely hung to dry and temporarily forgotten about.
Here we are. My house. You'll have to forgive the decor. The interior decorator my family hired took a few of the themes a bit too far. But please, make yourself at home.
That means I can take my pants off, put my feet up on it. No.
Can I interest you in any cookies or afternoon tea? Don't worry, the cookies are from Bonnabelle's. That freshly baked smell is an air freshener I use. I feel a bit deceitful about it, actually.
Oh my god, I don't know why that's cracking me up so bad. I'm sorry. I would love some tea and cookies. I wish I could wrap Annabelle up in a bow and take her home. Nah. If you buy air fresheners that smell like freshly cooked steak... Oh, nah. Now if you bought air fresheners that smell like freshly cooked steak, you might have a problem.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll go fetch them.
Oh well.
I got out the fine china for today. I hope you enjoy tea parties.
Hey, I had one with a cat and a
I
sock.
honestly adore them. I've even thought about getting a cat, just so I could have some company for one. I'll be right back.
Elle returns with a tray of cookies, teacups, and a teapot. She gently pours you each a cup and sets your cookie in its own saucer. On its own saucer, sorry. She hums a soft melody to herself as she does. Her loveliness is hard to ignore. So, how did things go after Dorian's party? You didn't tell me how things went with Dorian after you pranked him. You seem happier than usual.
You know,
Oh.
I think I feel a little happier today.
Maybe I should have went more than that once.
Lots of things have been changing since Dorian's birthday. After Dorian told everyone to leave, he practically dragged me into our family's private room. He was furious. I don't think I've ever seen him so angry in all my life. But to be fair, I don't think anyone has ever embarrassed him so much either.
Yeah, he needs to be brought down a few pegs.
So he probably had every right to be angry.
You don't sound particularly concerned about it. No, that sucks. That was a quality prank, Elle. Sisters should definitely push their brothers into pools of water on their birthday. I hope my sister's been watching this.
I can't say that I am. Which is interesting, because I have a long habit of doing my best to make sure Dorian doesn't get mad at me. As you know, I had been drinking. Due to the bad influence of my date, I'm sure you're aware.
I'm a perfect angel.
And Dorian screamed and yelled at me for the better part of half an hour. But every time he got mad, I started laughing. For the first time, he seemed so silly. Like I had made a mime upset, or party clown.
Well, I mean, those luscious pink locks of his.
And the more I laughed, the more upset he got. Until he just gave up. He tried to send me home, but I told him I was going to go get cheeseburgers instead.
Ah!
Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. I don't have any experience drinking. Does getting drunk make you crave junk food?
Yep. Oh, yes. I mean, when you do it well enough, you're not sure. But I often find wrappers and pizza boxes in funny spots, so...
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, good. Because I've been mostly forbidden from eating those kinds of food, and I thought it was peculiar that I wanted to eat them so badly. Anyway, a long story short, I haven't spoken to Dorian since, and I feel pretty happy about it. For the first time since I can remember, I don't feel worried about checking in with him, or being worried he'll disapprove of what I'm doing. It's a good feeling. Thank you for helping make it happen.
My pleasure. Don't thank me. Thank alcohol. That's a Homer Simpson answer.
And
Ever good
mine.
one. Elle smiles shyly at you and blushes. She straightens her skirt for lack of something else to do with her hands. Elle reaches over and picks up a cup of tea.
Here you are. I hope you like English tea, because...
Elle is interrupted as she catches her foot on the leg of her coffee table.
Oh!
She drops the cup and saucer into your lap, and your crotch is introduced to the fine feeling of fresh English tea.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry!
Elle grabs a tea towel and begins to pat down your crotch. You pull away, but the close quarters of the crotch makes it impossible to dodge. Of the couch, sorry. Elle squeezes and pats your crotch for 3 entire seconds, then realizes what she's doing.
Oh no! I'm sorry! Oh gosh!
You quickly take the towel from her to continue the clock-based fondling on your own. and Elle quickly gets to her feet and cries. Elle begins to cry. She runs from the room, her hands covering her face. A door closes, and you can hear her sobbing in the next room. Luckily, English tea involves a healthy dose of milk, and the temperature of your privates can be best described as uncomfortably warm, rather than scalding junk. You do your best to dry yourself off, but there's a surprising amount of tea in that cup. Also, 2 lumps of sugar means that things are already getting sticky. Sticky icky. You walk over to the door where Elle disappeared, and knock softly. You can hear Elle sobbing.
Please go. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so slow and useless and clumsy.
No, you're not.
Please just go.
Elle, don't be so hard on yourself. It was just an accident. Excuse me, miss. I was hoping for more tea. The first one was exhilarating. Elle, you're not slow, useless, or clumsy. You're beautiful, wonderful, and clumsy. You hear a small laugh interrupt her sobs, and after a few sniffs and cry aloud. Let me try that again. You hear a small laugh interrupt her sobs, and a few sniffs and cry laughs.
I suppose 1 in 3 isn't too bad. Sorry, I just needed a few moments. When the thing you fear most will happens, it can really get you down.
Yep, I know that
Oh
firsthand.
dear, look at your pants. I didn't burn you, did I?
No, I'm good, Elle. It's okay. This isn't tea. Clearly, I wet myself. Thank you for not drawing attention to it. A little, but I'll be okay. Nah. I know I'm trying to do more of the dark armor, but for this one, no, I can't with Elle. Elle takes a moment to dab her eyes, delicately snagging a few tears to save her mascara.
Okay, as long as you're okay. We should throw those into the wash, just so you're not marinating in tea. Hold
Good
on,
call.
I'll see if there's something I can give you to cover yourself.
Elle disappears for a short time, searching her house, but she returns empty-handed.
I'm afraid I don't have much for pants that will fit you. Here, come here. It might be best if you just wrap a blanket around yourself while I wash your clothes. Here, sit here on the bed and get under the covers and take your pants off.
I thought you'd never ask. This is all an elaborate play. I'm going to have words with you. Okay, thank you.
Elaborate? I don't get what you mean, but I'm sure it's very funny.
Elle smiles and turns her back so you can change. You remove your personal effects from each pockets. Oh, jeez. You remove your personal effects from your pockets and hand her your pants and underwear. As Elle leaves to throw them in the wash, you wrap a blanket around yourself. It's satin and feels kind of amazing. Elle returns and sits on the bed seat at the foot of the bed. Sits on a bench seat at the foot of the bed.
So,
My eyes are just
I
seeing what they want to
suppose we
see.
should continue our small talk. It feels like that was hours ago. I feel almost out of breath. Where should the conversation go from here?
It looks supposed to turn bad next week, eh? Are these satin sheets? They feel amazing.
Yes, the awful storm hits every year. And every year it ruins my garden, my birdhouses, everything. But I don't want to talk about the weather. Do you mind if we talk about private things? There's so many
where's
things
this
I want
gonna
to
go?
talk about with you. But they're all...
Forbidden?
my family would call them inappropriate. And I'm terrible at making friends, and I'm awful at conversation, and I don't know how to bring things up like this, and...
Elle, yeah. Let's talk private stuff. Sounds fun. You shift closer to her and, ever so slowly, lean in to kiss her. There's a moment where she stops talking, surprised by your sudden closeness. You hang precariously close, seeking permission. Elle hesitates for a moment. She pulls back. Then she leans in and slowly as well and kisses you. The two of you softly make out for almost a minute. Almost a minute. You gingerly open your mouth and coax your delicate tongue from hers. I just want to see where I'm at. Okay. I'm at 1 full star. That's 1 full heart. That's good. You gingerly open your mouth and coax your delicate tongue from hers. Ooh, hot. When you finish, you lean away and look at her. She stares at you with dreamy expression and smiles.
I think you're okay with private feelings.
Just a little bit.
I want to ask you some things, but first, I would like you to ask me whatever you want.
Let me just see here. Okay, hopefully I can get her next secret.
It'll help me decide what to ask you, so ask me whatever you're comfortable answering. Just to warn you, though, I may chicken out. I'll try not to, though.
Are you inexperienced in love? What's your most favorite fantasy?
Oh, this one is sort of fun. Well, I mean, I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's sort of intimate. See, because of my narcolepsy, I can't really take baths.
Yeah, because you might fall asleep in the tub and drown.
There's a chance that if I spend any amount of time in one, I could fall asleep and drown. But I want very badly to take one, so bad that I have fantasized a solution. Someday, I want to take a bath with someone. And if I fell asleep, they would hold me and keep me safe and kiss me in my sleep.
Elle's eyes stare off into the distance as she sighs a long and heavy sigh.
That would be heaven for me. Okay, I would like to ask you some questions now, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, ask me anything. Okay, but I'm going to be imagining stuff about the things you've told me. Forgive me if I get distracted. Elle blushes again, and for a moment she hides her smile behind her hands. After a moment, she giggles.
This feels so odd and rude and weird, but I like the feeling.
Hey, have at her.
Are you a virgin?
No. In spirit. Oh, excuse me. Apologies to those who have who are wearing headphones.
I don't think that counts.
Nah, I don't think so either.
But who am I to say? I'm not fully versed on how to do it myself. So next question. Do you think I'm attractive?
Do birds fly?
Like, I know you think I'm pretty, but... I mean, like... Do you think I'm sexy?
You're the most attractive person I've ever met. I can't stop thinking about you. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're at, please let me be your love slave. Confidence is sexy, Elle. You're on your way there now.
Wow.
Could've gone a little better, but, well. 8 went up. I'm happy about that.
Thank you. That's a very... powerful answer. Okay, last question.
Aw.
Are you seeing anyone else right now?
Yeah, I got about 4 other girls on the go.
I mean, are there other girls or guys that you're with?
I have other people I'm seeing right now, yes. No, I'm not with anyone right now. Not seriously. I'll tell you. But if it's doubt in your mind that wants to know, don't feed it. You're better than that.
Oh. You're right. I give a lot of attention to my doubts and fears.
Yeah, so do I.
And that question, are them being hungry?
Starve the monster.
There are better questions to ask. Sorry, I know those questions are odd. But I've been so sheltered all my life. I feel like I've been in a birdcage, a round one with no hiding spots, hanging in the middle of the room. And every moment I spend with you, I feel that cage open just a bit. All this time we've spent together, it's meant so much to me. Everything about you is so alluring to me. You make me want to pull pranks on my brother. To drink wine, to drink beer, to mix them together and drink them anyway.
Don't mix wine and beer together. It's just not good.
The last few weeks, I've wanted to wear mismatched socks. Every single thing that my family has controlled about me, I want to smash it and throw it in the bin.
Good girl, Al.
You have made me excited and hopeful and powerful.
That's one of the things I talked about in my review of this game, is that when we meet Elle, she's so sheltered and standoffish, and when we get to her final date later on in a couple episodes, you're going to see how confident she becomes. I absolutely love the progression. So again, OG Panda, fantastic job.
My family would never let me date. And now, I want to choose who I love. I want to choose who I'm with.
You should be free to choose.
I want you.
I want you.
So, will you go steady with me? What's the right expression?
Yes, of course. Kiss her. I can't, Elle. I just can't. I think we gotta kiss her. You lean over and begin to kiss her. She raises her hands and softly places them on your cheek. Elle's kisses grow more and more passionate as she hesitantly begins to French kiss you. There's an innocent awkwardness to it. Every moment, you feel, she doesn't quite know what to do with her hands, or her tongue, or with yours. She pulls back for a moment.
Is this okay?
This is more than okay.
Are you enjoying this?
Kiss her more, tickle her. We should probably stop. Kiss her more. She allows you to answer her question by kissing her. She sighs and relaxes in your embrace. Everything about her is soft. You press against her, feeling the warmth of her body envelop yours. Finally, Elle stops to catch her breath, and she gently touches your cheek.
I want you.
I'm not making that joke again. Elle takes your hand for a moment and says,
I think I might. Listen, if I fall asleep.
Oh, this line breaks my heart so much in the 18+ version. I'll talk about it in a second.
And if.
And down she goes. Suddenly, Elle gets a distant look. Her eyes become immediately drowsy and she falls asleep. You sit back. For a moment, you're not sure what to do. You start by gently tickling her rib, then her foot. Sure enough, she doesn't rouse. You're not sure how long you have until she wakes. What do you do? Search her house for any clues. Wait for her to waken. You quietly get up from the bed and begin to search her house. A quick search of the house yields several things of note, but you're not sure you have time to check them all. In her bedroom, you find her diary, along with a stack of papers marked urgent and confidential. In the living room, you find a safe behind a picture frame. It looks decently high-tech and doable. What do you do? Let's check the papers in her room. As quietly and delicately as you can, you remove the papers and her diary from the drawer and sit and read them. You quickly scan her diary to see if there's anything important readily apparent. There are lots of recent entries about you. Some talk about how kind and interesting you are. Some of them talk about how nice your butt is. Ow, very nice. There's one entry that just has the words intimacy and marriage underlined. Most of the earlier entries before you came to town seem unimportant. Elle complains about Dorian a few times, and a few that praise Bonnibel's cookies. There's one entry that describes a dream Elle had, where she and Bonnibel kissed. Oh, she seems to have liked it, and found it confusing. The diary only goes back a year, so you move on to the papers. Inside the sealed folder, you find a number of medical records. They appear to be related to Elle's narcolepsy. It seems Elle has taken a number of different medications to manage her symptoms. She's also seen a number of specialists. You find a referral from one doctor to another. apparently with slightly different specialties. The oldest among these docs actually appears to contain more of a psychological assessment. It's from when Elle was very young, only 5 or 6 years old. At the top of this report it says, in concurrence with reported symptoms and details unearthed during psychological evaluation, it is the conclusion of this panel that the patient, Reed Eleanor, suffers not from type 1 but type 2 narcolepsy. Symptoms are consistent with severe neurological trauma as a result of a blow to the head. Oh! It's the opinion of this panel that the step-sibling which incited the injury, Dorian Reed, should be temporarily removed from habitating the same environment as patient Reed Eleanor? Oh, this is new to me. I've never gotten her fourth secret before. Oh, I hate Dorian even more now. Additional notes, trauma is consistent with blunt force trauma. Use is likely a hammer or a baseball bat. You slide the papers aside and see another report underneath. Although E. Reed and D. Reed are not blood siblings, they seem to share a strong familial bond. Frequency of D. Reed's behavioral incidents have decreased by half since. Just then, Elle begins to stir. You quickly return the documents to their folder, replacing them in their drawer, and sit down next to Elle before she comes to. For a moment, Elle is confused. Her eyes dart around and blink, unseeing. Then recognition returns to her eyes and she smiles and whispers.
You waited.
And she begins to kiss you again.
Wait. If we keep going... We're going to...
How about I brush your hair for you? We can stop if you want. I'm happy just being here with you. Come on, baby, just a little more smooching? No, fuck that. Sorry, I'm trying not to do the hard swearing because of this, but I'm just... Elle sits up and locks her eyes on you with a loving expression. She gets you a comb that relaxes against you. Aww. You start to gently stroke her hair, the comb gliding smoothly through her delicate locks. She giggles happily as her eyes fall shut.
Thank you. You're incredible.
Finally, only 10 minutes later, she's asleep. You quietly let yourself out, grabbing your pants from the washing machine and out of the front door. But they're still wet! You just dry them first. Outside is beginning to rain. The birds are gone from their branches, hidden now. The rain plays a soft melody on the roof of your car, and the drive home is rather dreamlike. Okay. I need another moment because I gotta wrap my head around all this, and then I'll get back to what I was saying beforehand. Yeah, give me a few moments. Okay, so to what I was saying before all that happened, there is a moment in the 18+ version when You and Elle are just about to make love. Let's just put it in those terms. And she tells you, if I fall asleep, you can keep going. That broke my heart. Because if it was me in that situation, I don't have the heart to take advantage of a woman like that. I just do not have it in me. I don't care how horny I am, how much I want it. I could not take advantage of a woman in that situation like that. So that just broke my heart. This game, man. This game is such a beautiful, heartbreaking game. And I love the people at Sad Panda for this. It's just and the worst is yet to come, folks. I don't mean that in a bad way, but let's get on with it. July 22nd, evening. Let's talk to Elle. It wasn't a dream, was it? You and I. You kissed me and hugged me. 18 plus, we do more. It was incredible. I think I'm falling for you. I hope we can see each other again soon. Oh, excuse me. I'll message you again soon. Thank you. For everything. Thank you, Elle. Okay, we still have Eero's date, and we got Cassie's date tomorrow, so let's keep going. It's a quiet night as you're driving to the restaurant. There's a weird humidity in the air, but the breeze off the ocean is strangely cold. A few drops of water on your windshield suggest the weather might have a secret plan for you. But for now, the clouds stay silent. As you round a corner, a car passes you in the opposite lane. You catch a glance in your rearview mirror of the car doing a 180 turn and following you. You get a bad feeling. You turn down a side road just to see if they're following you. And it does. The car takes the same turn and seems to increase speed. You hit the gas, looking for a good place to turn back, when suddenly you see flashing lights and hear a siren. The car behind you, it turns out, is a ghost car. It blares its siren only for a moment, but keeps its lights on. You pull over on the shoulder and wait. The police car pulls up behind you, but the cops don't exit the car for a long time. Finally, after almost 5 minutes of the police car looming behind you, you see it, the doors open. Out steps Fumi, and also an officer in a much fancier uniform than you expected. You only get a split second to look at the officer before he taps your window. The man is obviously much older than Fumi, and of Asian ancestry. His name tag says S. Kawase.
Good evening. Do you know why I pulled you over?
Good evening, officer. I have no idea. Was it the speeding? I bet it was the speeding. It's always the speeding. Good evening, officer. Please note that you're being recorded.
It's a small legal matter. I'm sure we can clear it up. Take a look back there. You see my partner? That's Detective Suehanda. I understand the two of you know one another.
Hey, Fumi. Yes, you could say that. I have a feeling the stop isn't about a traffic violation. Oh yes, Fumi and I are very well acquainted.
Yeah, that's my understanding too. Alright. Just a couple of quick questions, and we'll get you on your way. Do you know a young woman by the name of Cassie Caprice?
Do you like crab? Me too. That's a Game Grumps reference. Yes, Cassie and I are pretty good friends. I think I better not say anything else. Yeah, she's my dealer.
I see. That's good to hear. That girl could use some friends with her best interests at heart. She had a rough past. I'd hate to see her life turned upside down again.
Yeah, we're gonna find all about that later on.
You must be pretty popular with the ladies around town, yes?
Yeah, maybe.
According
Men
to
too.
witnesses, you've been seen around town with one Mio Faro.
You leave Mio out of this.
Oh, and also our city's most eligible millionaire, Elle Reed. Are both of these women friends of yours too?
This is the strangest traffic stop ever. Yes, I know them.
Oh, I would hope you know them. I don't know about you, Detective Suehanda, but I don't tend to make out with strangers.
I have made recent exceptions, sir. But for the most part, your point is clear.
Do you know a woman by the name of Miss Arson Desiree Kitagawa? And are you aware that she and Miss Cassie Caprice are involved in the transport and distribution of illegal narcotics?
This is starting to sound a bit entrapment-y. It's quite the accusation. About 10 miles per hour over the limit? That's around a $100 fine, yeah? Yeah, I'm bribing the cop.
And that doesn't answer my question. Listen carefully. I'll lay it all out for you. You're on your way to a date, yes? You're meeting a Miss Iro Kawase tonight.
Kawase, that's it.
Is that correct? Good. Honesty.
Hero,
That's what I like to see.
you're her poppy.
I've got witnesses that puts you around town with Miss Caprice. As well as some interesting security footage from the mall.
Sorry, somebody in one of the chats just had an interesting observation here. Technically, all skiing is water skiing. You ain't wrong. Anyway,
I've also gotten some first-hand accounts that you've been seeing Miss Kawase. Apparently, the two of you are quite intimate.
and whose business
Ring
is
a bell?
You're Saji Kawase, Euro's father. More than just one. It's ringing the whole bell tower. Well, if you want to get real technical, I've also been seeing Eli.
Why, yes, that's right. Nice to meet you. Generally, we're more careful with this information, but I feel like maybe it'll help you make the right decision here tonight. Miss Caprice is a CI, a criminal informant.
Dun dun dun.
She's helping us with a case, a big one. Wrote a big fish in her net. Maybe you're close to getting scooped in that net. Maybe you're not.
If I am, it's by accident.
But here's what I know for sure. Starting tonight, you're going to stay away from my daughter. You're going to break things off with her. Let her down gently. And you're going to leave town. Or I'm going to bring Miss Caprice in. Hit her with trafficking, grand larceny, break and enter, possession with intent to distribute. It's a long list. Maybe a few things fall onto you too.
I understand. You have no idea what you're doing. I'm trying to help Iro. Maybe I don't want to. What if something bad were to happen to Iro if I refuse? I can't do that to Iro. Honestly and truthfully. Like I said, Iro's my second favorite in the Crush Crush Hush Hush universe, so I can't do that to her.
Good. That's good. I was hoping that's how you would see it.
Oh, I hate this. Officer Kawase looks to Detective Fumi and nods.
We're done here.
Actually, he's chief of police. He turns to leave, and Fumi sticks her head in the passenger window. She whispers urgently.
I don't know what all this personal garbage is between you and the chief, and I don't care.
See,
I
she
still
called
got your
him chief.
back. But don't screw up my investigation.
No, I'll try not
I'll
to.
contact you soon.
Yeet. Fumi walks back to the police car, the sound of her heeled boots tick-tocking away with confident seriousness. A moment later, the police lights go out, and the ghost car pulls a U-turn and drives off. If you hurry, you'll only be a little late meeting Hiro at the restaurant. I need one deception for that one, but nah. Let's not do that. You continue your drive to the restaurant, suddenly conscious of every other car on the road that might be following you. After a short drive, you get to the restaurant and park. Just as you're opening your car door, a motorcycle suddenly drives up beside you and parks. Even with her helmet on, you recognize Hiro. She's wearing a bike jacket and a cute dress.
Hey! I saw you pulling in. I was doing laps around the block to kill time. So, how are you doing?
You look great. I've been better, not gonna lie. I just had a weird encounter with a cop.
That sucks to hear. Bad day?
You don't know the half of it.
Well, Hiro is here now. Let's go eat way too much food and drown our sorrows in fancy bubbly water. If that doesn't cheer you up, maybe we'll sneak back to my place and I'll give you a massage. Look at these hands. They destroy stress. Anyway, let's go.
Hiro reaches over for your hand.
Careful. That's how you spread germs.
Nah. Hiro blushes immediately and she gently swings your arm as the two of you walk inside. Inside the restaurant, the atmosphere is intimate and warm. Live music is playing somewhere, and the smell of garlic and butter fills the room. Yum. The maitre d' takes your name and immediately instructs you to follow them to your table. Hiro follows you, but her eyes are wandering around the rest of the room, taking it
Wow. You know, I've never eaten here before. I'm more of a kale salad at home kind of gal. Everything looks expensive.
I'm sure they have kale too. Probably fancy kale. It's my treat, so don't worry about it. I know, they told me I couldn't bring you. But I insisted.
Alright, but I'm warning you now. I already decided that today was a cheat day, so I might be a bit pricier than you were expecting. Oh, do you think they have caviar? I don't know what it is, but I've always wanted to try some.
I know what caviar is. I don't think it's high up on the stuff that I would try, but... I mean, then again, you never know. I never thought I'd like sushi, and it's one of my favorite things, so... After the two of you are seated, you notice that Hiro is staring at you with a dreamy smile. When you look back, there's a moment where she just smiles and grows a little abashed. She blushes and laughs nervously to herself.
Hey, so... there's something I've been wanting to talk to you about. About the other day, at the beach house.
That was fun. But think of the sound you make when someone licks your... Are you regretting it?
Shh! Wow! Inappropriate much. Anyway, I was thinking about it. And you, and us.
I've been thinking the same. Hiro, neither of us want to rush into anything. We've both been burned in the past. Us?
I know, you're right, but... this summer, I made a deal with myself that I was going to take more risks. Try more things, push my boundaries. And right now, you're the wild adventure that I want to risk everything for. I know that when summer ends, you'll be heading home. But other than my brother, there's nothing holding me here in Sabrosa. I've always dreamed of packing up everything on my motorcycle and hitting the open road.
Do it.
So maybe when the summer's over, maybe I come with you. And it might work, and it might not, and whatever. But I'm excited to try. What do you say? Do you want to see where this goes?
Yeah, I want to see if it works. I need to think about it. I can't do it, Hiro. We can't be together. A small sharp gasp escapes Hiro's throat. A span of one agonizing moment. Across her features, you see confusion, concern, and finally pain.
Please. I know things will be hard, but... is it me? You don't want me?
Oh God, no, that's
Did
not
I push you away?
We can't be together, Hiro. I'm so sorry, Hiro. I'm not who I say I am. Everything you know about me is a lie.
You won't even tell me why? You won't even tell me whose fault it is? Just tell me the truth. Why don't you want me? Tell me.
My friend's life depends on it. Your father forbid me. I'm on a mission. I need you to love me so I can find out who wants to hurt you. Okay, I'm gonna try something here because I've never tried that one. I'm gonna save, and if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna try that and come back to this one. So, hey, this could be a multiple choice episode.
I don't... Why are you lying to me? I know you care about me. You can't pretend that you don't have feelings for me. And you can't even tell me the truth.
Okay, good. Eero begins to cry. Oh.
So fucking stupid!
Well, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who dropped an F-bomb in this episode. Eero jumps up from the table and runs off. Oh crap. You run after her, but she easily beats you to her motorcycle. Before you can stop her, she gets her helmet on and speeds off. You have exactly zero chance of catching her sports bike with your rental car. Defeated, you turn to leave. When you spot a police car parked across the parking lot, flashes slice for a moment, then goes dark and drives off. The drive home is quiet, and although a sense of doom hangs over you, you feel as though things are not yet over. Damn, I didn't find her other secret. July 22nd night. Well, nothing bad happened, that's good. I guess. Alright, let's work deception. And that's only day 1 of the 3 days for this episode. Holy crap. You hear children outside playing in the rain. At night? The storm comes and goes in waves, but the puddles stay. It makes you feel better for some reason. July 23rd, dawn. You awaken. Quill is lying in your arms, and she tells you she got chilly. Aww. And that you're a good meat blanket. And she bounced happily out of your room. Oh, God. Let's keep working on Lucky. Ace. Whoa, my God, look at Swath. Nice. July 23rd morning. Eero and Elle. Let's talk to Eero first. Hey. It's me. I know it's you, but who are you? Listen, about the other night. You mean last night? Things got really out of control. And well, I think I'm sorry. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to say it yet. I need some time to sort everything out. Please don't try to find me. I need time alone. Bye. Hello, sweetheart. Hi, Elle. I just heard on the news that the storm is supposed to calm down a bit this morning, and I feel very much like taking a walk. I've been cooped up a bit. I have a new umbrella, simply begging for a chance to impress. If you feel similarly, please feel free to meet me at the park. My umbrella is big enough for 2. It will protect you from the elements. Cute. Okay, now my face hurts from smiling. I'll spare you from further puns. Hope to see you, but don't worry if you're busy. Take care. That was a hard one. Let's just have a look through everything here. I mean, her affection's still up. That's good, but her current mood is bad. Everybody's affection is up. Everybody's affection is maxed out, actually. Why is she still blah? Why is Mio's down so low? Oh, this ain't good. Okay, let's head to the park. As you arrive at the park, the rain begins to let up a little. The dark storm shroud gives way to swaths of meandering. No. Let me try that again. As you arrive at the park, the rain begins to let up a little. The dark storm shroud gives way to swaths of meandering, drizzling, inky clouds. There, I guess. I don't know. As you step out of your car, you see Elle waiting on a park bench. She's twirling a pink parasol, which is much too frilly to be any practical purpose. When she sees you, she waves excitedly and rushes over.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm so happy you had time for a walk today.
So am
The
I.
company is rather wonderful. I find it's quite challenging having an engaging conversation with just yourself.
That's true.
Also, people tend to stare. How are you today?
I'm doing well. It's nice to see you. Wow, I don't know what that is, but you look sort of sparkling today. Walking without a place to go is neato.
Oh,
Elle blushes and turns away slightly. She curls a finger in her hair and smiles abashedly.
well, of all the things that could be any particular day, sparkly is probably one of my favorites. Shall we walk? Or stroll? I think I would prefer stroll.
Yes, let's. Elle bends her elbow, offering for you to take it. You hook your arm in hers, and she hugs you tightly to herself for a moment. Aww. The two of you stroll the park for a short while, talking mostly about the weather and how best to dress during a tropical storm. When you round the corner, you see Dimitri from the coffee shop handing out free coffee samples. Hey! Coffee it up.
Ah, my friends, please come to me. Bring me your happy faces, for I would like to pour coffee in them. Haha.
Okay. I'm not gonna turn down coffee.
Hello, Dimitri. How are you today?
Oh, Miss Elle, I am so wonderful, and even more so now that you have strolled in my path. But wait, what is this? Perhaps Dimitri is interrupting a special moment. The two of you are, how do we say, lovers?
Elle suddenly freezes in surprise and shock. She grips your arm tighter, but you see the color drain from her face, clearly embarrassed.
Well, you see, Dimitri.
I think this is one of those tramp things. Oh no! Oh, God, I'm 3 short. Shit. Oh, okay. Now Elle's face turns a bright shade of red and seems to grow redder with each moment. I don't want to be addicted to Dimitri, so... yeah, Elle is perhaps a bit strong.
Oh dear, are you all right, Miss Elle? You appear to be ripening.
Elle hugs your arm to herself and smiles serenely at Dimitri.
Yes, Dimitri. Love is a strong word, but I look forward to saying it someday.
Aha, yes, Miss Elle. We all do. And may we all find it someday. Here, have 2 samples of the best coffee in the park. Drink it and enjoy life.
I'm down like that, down for that. You and Elle take the drinks and continue on your walk. Lotus, my swab went up. Oh yeah, what? Really? Really? Elle clings to you warmly for the whole trip and kisses you softly goodbye when she leaves to roam her parasol. Really? Okay, well, she's still lovey-dovey, that's good. Oof. Okay, there's an event at the mall and there's an event at the coffee shop. Let's go to the coffee shop. Maybe I should have gone to the mall. Driving by the Queen Bean once again, you happen upon a less busy time. You can see Dimitri and Lotus through the door. You are likely in for another Lotus lesson. You step inside, and sure enough, Dimitri announces you with an open arms and obvious joy.
Ah, there you are. The Cyrano of Sabrosa. The Casanova of... also Sabrosa.
Serrano Sabrosa, the Casanova of the coast.
Lotus, the love doctor has returned.
They call me Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love. Lotus appears from the kitchen with obvious worry.
Dimitri, I told you already, no more Lotus lessons. I'm seeing someone now. I got a date all on my own. And it's nice. And I don't need to flirt with strangers anymore. So please, just serve our special friend like a normal, helpful, attentive barista.
Ah, but Lotus, that is exactly my point. You have taken the skills you have learned and done well with them. But you must be ready for the road ahead.
Good iced coffee.
The last 3 lessons, the people you were flirting with were all very into you. It is time for you to flirt with a grouchy person.
No. No. Look, our friend just wants a coffee, yes? We're all done with the Lotus lessons.
Well, I mean, Dimitri has a point. I should have looked to grab a coffee and go, "Go on, Lotus. You've done the lessons. It's time for your final exam." Hell yeah. Lotus purses her lips in contemplation. She scratches the back of her neck for a moment, deep in thought, then gives you a nod.
Okay, one last lesson.
There you go.
The final exam.
Yes, haha. This will be our finest hour.
But who's grouchy?
All right, here is what Dimitri is thinking. There is a certain customer that comes in every week at a certain time. She is, how do you say, very prickly.
No! You're not talking about Liliana, are you? Dimitri, she hates me. She hates everyone. She's always so rude and cold.
Yes, the last time I mentioned her eyes were like moonlight in the starry sky. She threatened to kick my cojones up there too.
Okay, that's funny.
She is fire, she is passion, and she is also a bitch. She is perfect for your final challenge.
Dimitri, there's no way I can flirt with someone like that. She's likely to make me cry. And I hate crying while I'm at work.
Do not worry, dear sister. If she turns up the meanness, I shall step in and throw her out. No one will speak to my sister this way.
Oh? Well, okay. If you got my back, Dimitri, I'll give it a go.
Yes, excellent. Are you with us, friend?
I know the type. We got this. She sounds scary. That is all. Let's seduce the crap out of this fiery lass.
Yes, the game is afoot.
Oh, God!
Yeah, I'm with you there, Lotus.
Okay, we need only wait 15 minutes. Then she will be here. She is like clockwork.
Yeah,
Grab that
she
engine
only
button.
comes in when it's super quiet. I guess she likes solitude.
All right, we lay the trap, we wait.
You hide yourself out of view where Lotus can see you and wait. Sure enough, 15 minutes later, a beautiful but intense girl comes into the store. She's appeared to be sweating profusely from a workout.
Hola, hello, aloha. I mean, welcome to the Queen Bean.
Hey, give me a double shot Americano.
Absolutely. Can I interest you in a dessert?
No, just the drink. Be quick.
Oh, okay.
Lotus looks at you with a worried expression. She has no opening. Signal compliment her ads, signal introduce herself, signal ads on the house. Lotus looks at you in shock. She shakes her head for a moment, but after you nod in reply, she sighs and accepts her fate.
Dimitri will get your drink. So, I couldn't help but notice.
What?
Your abs are just incredible. Like, truly remarkable. Like, I could stare at them all day.
Liliana stares at Lotus as though she's crazy. She looks side to side as though looking for a prank camera.
Are you messing with me?
Oh, no, I just...
Just give me the drink. Hurry up. So what's the damage?
Excuse me? Sorry?
What do I owe you? How much is the coffee?
Oh, sorry. Double shot Americano. That'll be $5.
Here.
Liliana tosses a bill on the counter. Dimitri begins making the espresso, giving you a worried look that you're running out of time. Liliana takes out her phone and begins to look through messages. Lotus also gives you a quick look and says, "What now?" Signal asks for her name and number. Signal asks her out. Lotus nods, takes a deep breath, and goes into the zone.
Hey, while Dimitri is getting her drink, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is there anything I can do to make your day better?
What the hell are you talking about?
It's just that you come in here a lot and I think you're beautiful and interesting and mysterious. Honestly, I probably built up a little crush on you. But you've always seemed so out of sorts. I'm not sure. I don't want to pry, but I thought maybe I'll ask if I can help. Maybe we can grab a drink sometime? Or just chat?
Liliana's face becomes stony and expressionless. She remains quiet for a long moment, and you have no idea how she'll react. Finally, she lets out a sigh and shakes her head.
Listen, that's awfully sweet of you. Normally, I would punch any prick who tried to get into my business. But you seem truly, honestly nice, so I'm giving you a pass. The kinds of problems I got, you can't help with. And a girl like you don't want to get mixed up with a girl like me. Thanks for the offer. I can tell you've got a good heart. And a body I wouldn't mind pinning to a bed for some fun. But let's keep this professional.
Okay. Thank you for telling me all that.
Yeah.
Here you are, a double shot Americano, made with loving hands.
Great.
Dimitri hands the cup to Lotus, who turns to hand it to Liliana, while giving you one last look for input. Lotus nods.
Here you are!
Lotus hands her the cup, putting her free hand over Liliana's for good measure. Lets her hand stay there for a moment. Uh-oh. Liliana jerks away, almost spilling her drink.
Goodbye.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Lotus is startled, but smiles and waves goodbye, not letting the abrupt parting bring her down. Once Liliana's out of view, Lotus sighs.
I can sense she has real problems weighing her down. Now I really do wish there was something I could do to help her.
After a few moments of silence, Dimitri speaks.
Sweet melody, that was intense. I almost peed a little. But Lotus, you did so good.
I did, didn't I? She didn't threaten or yell at me? She didn't tell me she was gonna slap my boobs off or whatever.
It was exceptional. You truly have become a master of the fine art of flirting.
That was actually fun. I didn't feel too scared, even though I was sure she was going to reject me at any moment. Or worse. Thank you, you two. I actually do feel like I've learned a lot. Even just being brave enough to blurt something out can sometimes work.
I have never been so proud of you. Except that time you won that spelling bee.
Dimitri, I was 5 years old back then.
Yes, and the word fuchsia is very hard to spell.
Goodness gracious, Dimitri.
That was fun. I actually enjoyed these, despite having no idea what I was doing. The student has become a master. Can I get a coffee now? I don't know. They might revolt if I told them I was making it up as I was going along.
Take a bow, Lotus.
Lotus does a curtsy, and then the two of them laugh together for a few moments.
Oh, I almost forgot. Let me get you your coffee. To thank you for everything. Here you are,
coffee.
a cup of our special blend. On the house, of course.
And free coffee.
And thank you one last time, my friend. I have never seen such confidence in my sister. Surely you have helped her level up her love stat.
I don't know if I go that far, but thanks again. Having you drop in all this month has been fun and terrifying.
Again, just like love.
He's not wrong.
Come see us again. But no more lessons. That was the last one.
At long last, my sister. I agree.
Okay, let's get ready for the rush, Dimitri.
Today I shall do the impossible. I shall clean the bathrooms.
Oh, you know that's my least favorite job.
Yes, you have earned not having to scrub the toilets today. Take care, my friend.
See you again.
You step outside and take a sip of the special blend. It's fantastic. It fills you with determination. I don't know if I successfully helped her, but you feel ready to face every challenge ahead. Alright, not bad, not bad. July 23rd, evening. Oof. Oh, and we still have one more day to go after this. Hey, hi! Good to hear from you. I'm going to be doing a stream tonight. Oh, if you're feeling up to it, I'd like you to watch it. Just so everything is out in the open. I want you to see me. But you don't have to. I respect whatever you want to do. I'll send you a link. Talk soon. Oh, we got that coming up too, don't we? Let's have a quick look here. And okay, I'm making a decision here and now that I was gonna put this series for 11 episodes, but I think I am going to give an extra special episode later this week. So I'm going to call this episode here for now, but I'll be back on Thursday with an extra special Hush Hush episode, and we're going to get into Cassie's date, we're going to get into Mio's live stream, we're going to get into all that on Thursday, so be sure to join me for that. Set your reminders. If you're enjoying what you're seeing of Hush Hush so far, let me know in the comments section down below. I'd really love to read your thoughts on this one. While you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. In the description, you're going to see all the ways you can help support this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, and Reddit. That was out of order, but I still went along with it. You can support this channel by picking up your Irish Bandit merchandise from my Irish Bandit shop at redbubble.com. You can pick up your copy of my very first novel, Shade Falling, on Amazon. You can get that through either Kindle e-reader or on paperback. And you can buy me a coffee, where right now I have a goal set up where I want to get some Elgato gear just to make these streams look better. So if you can, donate down below. If you want to play this game for yourself, there's going to be a link down below to the Steam page for Hush Hush. You can get the game there along with the 18+ DLC. And I'm also going to include a link to my original fanfic story, Hush Hush, Your Name Was Mio. Something special coming about that very, very soon. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, tap the bell and you'll be notified whenever a brand new video goes live. I'll be back Wednesday with more Bioshock. Thursday, I'll have an extra special Hush Hush episode. Friday, it's more Final Fantasy VII Remake. And to keep up to date with everything coming up on the channel, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and you'll know whenever a new schedule is up. I always put the new schedule up on Sundays, so be sure to join me for that. I will talk to you again very, very soon for more Hush Hush.